Hey kids, I decided to jump back into the 70s. I found something on Shudder. Uh, it actually says on Shudder that this was from 1984. Didn't look exactly 1984. Uh, it's basically it's there's it's called Bog. There's a swamp, and in short, there's a prehistoric gill monster. It seems amphibian. They, research it and all that shit. Uh, and what it likes to do is basically work like a mosquito, and it likes to drain all blood. That's what you find out in the course of the movie. Uh, this is similar to my previous review, which was another 70s movie from 1976. Uh, there's a copyright uh, on Bog, and it says 1978. Uh, this appears to be a 1979 movie, the release date. Uh, I never heard of it, telling you the truth. I mean, I was alive then. I was like 13, 14 years old when this came out. Might have been just something I wasn't interested in. I can't say if it was released. This would have been easily released in this one movie theater I used to go to a lot for double features, Northgate Cinema. A crappy little theater, but they always played the groovy stuff. But yeah, this is similar to Creature from Black Lake from 76. Uh, it isn't a Bigfoot. Like I said, it kind of looks like a lobster. You don't really get to see it until the end. And the end, truthfully, the end is really the only reason to actually watch this movie, because it's wonderfully ridiculous and over the top, especially for this movie. This movie, according to was IMDb, this was budgeted at $1 million even. I don't see it on the screen unless it's the gaggle of character actors that are in attendance on this. And I know I'd said before, a lot of these lower budgeted movies, they bring in these character actors, and even if they're just doing it for a paycheck, these type of actors automatically just give a good performance, at least good enough, and it ends up being kind of elevating. And there's fine performances with these actors, Glory DeHaven, Aldo Ray, Marshall Thomas, Leo Gordon. Out of the four, Leo Gordon really does bring it a little bit more. But uh, even with these, solid character actors, quite often it does help quite a bit, and it doesn't help this movie. What happens is, we have a similar opening. Somebody gets pulled from a boat. Uh, Now, the suggestion is that this guy's throwing dynamite out in the lake and scooping them up. Uh, Practice I've heard about. uh, and that awakens this prehistoric creature that pulls them underneath the water. I can't remember. I just finished watching, and I can't remember if they find him or not. But later on, when it really becomes alert, you know, the authorities get alerted. This foursome of married couples, go out, and the women end up, you know, getting attacked, and of course they go back with the authorities, which is Aldo Ray. He plays the sheriff. Uh, and they end up dead. And there's some more grimness than the previous movie. It was a creature from Black Lake. That's more fun. Uh, this is a little bit more grim. It does show dead bodies, and uh, it's still stuff you probably could be on TV even back then. Uh, there's kind of a romance going on. It's completely fucking pointless between Gloria Devin and Marshall Thomas. They're both, well, he's a doctor. I'm assuming she's a scientist too. And they're the ones that figure out what this thing is. Uh, and did really long scenes where they just discuss that stuff, and it's like, oh my god, why are they still talking? Uh, and they just don't know how to cut this type of thing. Just cut it down to the essentials. Keep the thing moving. It doesn't matter if it's too short. This is 85 minutes. Who cares if it's 75? Uh, but you end up having those type of scenes. There's actually scenes in this movie that seemed really amateurish. I mean, honestly, uh, this was directed by somebody who only directed 3 times. One was a short, Don Kessler. Uh, the other bigger thing was a movie, probably a TV movie for Grizzly Adams. That was the only other thing. I didn't see what else he did. It was probably possibly production credits or whatever. But yeah, this movie's a bust. I can't believe I actually finished it. Um, uh, there's not much good that I can say for this. I'd say skip it, but maybe have it on in the background until you have fun with the ending. That's all I can say. Well, till next time, stay safe and always have a good time. Bye now.